Don't you think sometimes people are formed by the landscape they grow up in? There's a picture of the valley there, that particular look of absolutely flat land and that sense of things growing. It formed everything I ever think or ever do or am. My family had come to Sacramento from, in the 19th century from different frontiers. I mean, they came to it as a frontier, and it was the last frontier. We all felt very keenly the lack of a frontier, and that we had to somehow make this one work. The finest hour had passed. I mean, that if the final test of your character was whether or not you could push on, get through the mountains, go on, then if there was no more, if there was nowhere else to go, then you were never going to be put to that character test, you know. I mean, I always think of a book or anything really I'm doing as trying to push a little further, you know, but I mean, it's not like a mountain range, you know. For some reason, I have attached a great importance to that, and I feel very badly that my own baby, she's a 4 now, I keep calling her the baby, that we don't spend much time in rural situations. We just don't, but I feel badly about it. I think she's missing something. I don't even know what it is she's missing. And I didn't like it at the time. I mean, as a child, I didn't like to get dirty. And if there was anything that I didn't like to do, it was go spend the day on somebody's dirty ranch. I can remember my hair was never combed. I was one of the children who placed great store on always looking neat. And it was just miserable at the time. But now I love it. And I would like to do the same thing for my child. I like to be alone a lot, and writing provides me with a perfectly legitimate excuse for being alone and working out little fantasies. I like words. I mean, I like making. I'm very excited by by seeing what can be done with words. Play It As It Lays. My last book was an absolutely very short book. It was every word. I worked on it for 5 years, but when I finished it, I thought every word was exactly right. And now I can't even read it because words pop out at me in sentences that I think ought to be different or ought to be changed. You know. So. And I become very nervous and almost sick if something goes wrong. I mean, if I can't get it right, or if it's a piece in a magazine and they leave out a comma or something. I mean, it's a form of perfectionism that some women know. I mean, if I did it around the house, which I certainly don't, as you can see, I would be a normal, neurotic, perfectionist housewife. I'd always be. What I'm always doing when I'm writing is emptying the ashtrays, you know, and trying to get it exactly right.